Hey, what's up guys, it's me, ThePsychNPDavidC. So it's all over the news. Nursing is no longer considered to be a professional degree. So as a psych nurse practitioner, this hits really close to home. This has sparked a pretty big outrage in the nursing community. So in this video, I'm going to break down what this actually means for nurses, patients, and just healthcare as a whole. Let's talk about it. Okay, so just a brief background about what's been happening. The US Department of Education, under the One Big Beautiful Bill Act, or OBA, which was signed in 2025, has officially excluded nursing and other degrees from being considered professional degrees, while other fields like medicine, law, or even dentistry remain professional. So why does this matter? Starting in July 1st of 2026, graduate-level nursing students will face tighter rules for federal loans. They'll have lower borrowing limits and lose access to certain loans. Other fields that are also impacted are physician assistants, physical therapy, occupational therapy, social work, and a lot of other fields too. So why would the government make this change in the first place? Honestly, in my opinion, I think it's just about the money. It's always about the money. If students are only able to take lower federal cost loans, the government gets lower federal loan costs, which leads to fewer high-cost loans issued. It cleans up their budget because they have less high-risk loans that they're giving out. Supposedly, it shifts financial pressure to the universities instead of the taxpayers. So maybe universities would lower their tuition costs to make up for the lack of loans that are available now. And maybe they just want to stop other fields from claiming the professional status like nursing did a while back. Now, let's get into why so many people are upset. Honestly, I really feel like 90% of people are upset just because they lose the word professional rather than the implications on the loans themselves. It is a really valid reason to be upset though, in my opinion, because how can you not consider nursing a professional career? We have to maintain professionalism at like all times when we're working, especially when it comes to our patients. I'm sure many of you can relate to where a patient was like pissing you off or being annoying, but you just had to remain professional because, that's what you are as a nurse. I've had so many patients like either try to cuss me out or even try to hit me, and I still had to remain professional. I'd have to try to keep my cool and just be like, okay, this guy's just suffering from a mental illness. He doesn't actually hate me or want to punch me. But I guess now that nursing is no longer considered professional, I don't have to be professional anymore. I can just cuss the patients back out or like just put my arms up like this to try to fight me. That was a joke, by the way, so please don't try to cancel my license. But yeah, basically people feel like this devalues the profession. Nursing is a very high skill, high responsibility job, but now all of a sudden it gets less recognition for some reason. I'm sure a lot of people are upset about the lower loan caps too, because it's going to make graduate nursing education financially less realistic for some people. And this might even lead to things like slower career advancement, fewer leadership opportunities, and less autonomy. But yeah, I feel like a lot of the outrage is an emotional response. Like someone's frustrated that they spent so many years of hard work earning their degree and working many difficult shifts and hours of their jobs just to be treated as less valuable than other degrees. So what are some of the other implications of nursing losing professional status besides the loans? Regarding patient care, it could undermine nursing autonomy, like it may lead to reduced authority in patient care decisions. Like as of right now, nurses barely have any decision-making powers. For the most part, we just carry out doctor's orders. Sometimes here and there we'll make recommendations or question the orders, but yeah, basically a lot of it is just carrying out orders from the doctor. So if nursing loses professional status, this amount of authority in patient care decisions might go even lower. And as far as implications on careers, number one, I expect a lot of people just to treat nurses even worse just because of this. Like they'll literally think, oh, you're not even a professional anymore, so like why are you talking to me or something like that. Or like nurses' input or suggestions may be taken less seriously because they're no longer professional. So I do expect nurses to lose a good amount of respect from other healthcare providers, and this might impact nursing pay as well. Like it might go lower than what it already is, and it might lead to fewer leadership positions for nurses. And as for nursing education, we might see a lot of shifts in like funding and nursing program structures overall. Like it could affect the curriculum of a nursing program or like research opportunities. So nursing losing its professional status affects patient care, careers, and education. Now, what is my personal reaction to this change? I do think it is BS. I do think they're just doing it for the money. I became a nurse practitioner not too long ago, and now I'm just no longer considered professional, I guess. But honestly though, I think it affects registered nurses or students a lot more than NPs. Because let's just say you're a nursing student or you're already working as a nurse and you've been considering going back to school for your NP. Now you have less access to higher federal loans, which is going to make it a lot more difficult for you to be able to pay for the education. Like, yeah, me as an NP, I'm already done with school, so like it doesn't affect me as much. But for aspiring nurses or students, it's going to affect them a lot financially. It's not going to change how I act towards my patients, my coworkers, other nurses or nursing students at all. But seeing this profession just get devalued as a whole is pretty upsetting. Like, I have a lot of words that I want to say that are definitely not appropriate for YouTube. So what can we as nurse practitioners, nurses, or even nursing students do about this? First of all, regardless of what the government wants to label us with regarding our degree, the professionalism of nursing is proven every day in our work. All those hours we spent studying and working don't go away because of this change. Just remember how hard you worked to get to the place that you're at and continue to be proud in your knowledge and skills. If you want to go even further, there's like professional organizations and nursing boards you can join to try to like change the law. But yeah, even though this is really BS news to hear, we just have to continue going strong and demonstrate the professionalism of nursing. Hopefully in a couple of years or even decades, when the older people leave office and then the younger people enter office, hopefully they'll make the change back to what it was. Anyway, I want to hear your personal thoughts about the situation. You can leave a comment down below with any thoughts or experiences you might have. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe. I'm also on TikTok and Instagram if you want to follow me over there at ThePsychNPDavidC. I treat adults living in California. If you're interested, there's a link down below. And with that, your mental health is leveled up. Welcome.